Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Experiment Gardening. I did notice that I don't say that much on these videos, which I should introduce myself a little more. This is Experiment Gardening. My name's Armando. I dabble with anything houseplants. Not anything houseplants, anything plants in general. That's a great intro right there for you. As you notice, I've never actually done intro, so there you go. That's the first one. Name's Armando, and I dabble in anything plants. I do house plants, and I also do gardening. So today I am bringing you guys an actual experiment video because I will be experimenting with a couple things today. But before I get to that, I would love to honorably mention something that I did. I did set up my propagation area, which I've never thought that I would be setting up any kind of grow lights, but I did. I went ahead and I bought a couple of grow lights. They are pretty cool so far. I've had them about a week, maybe less. But I never thought that I was gonna do grow lights, right? So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, but I want to fair warn you guys. Um, it is very bright, very purple. So if you want to look away or squint your eyes, I want to warn you. This is your fair warning. Okay, this is your last warning. I am gonna turn the lights, and then I'll let you know when to open yours again. So close your eyes or squint or look away. In three, two, one. Oh, turning on the light. I'm gonna turn on the light. So that is what the lights look like. They are purple. They are a full spectrum. Um, but I finally decided to dabble in some grow lights. To anybody that closed their eyes, you guys can open your eyes again. The lights are off. 2 feet tall grow lights. They do fit here perfectly. I bought a couple of them. But to the thing that I brought you guys, right? I needed to talk about the grow lights before I talked about my experiment and the reason why I am doing this experiment. I also want to dabble in heat mats, but heat mats still haven't really caught my attention, right? So the experiment. I started dabbling in houseplants. Houseplants are pretty cool, but to propagate houseplants, the media that a lot of people use, which is sphagnum moss, it's a little expensive in my opinion. I don't know about you guys. It's a little expensive. So I always try to use the most cost effective things out there. For example, this time around, I am going to try to do a couple experiments with different medias. I have sphagnum moss, I have coco coir, and I have a mix between sphagnum moss and coco coir. Now, the experiment is based off to see which one does, how do they do at the end of, I don't know, a month, and then at the end of 2 months, of how do they do with growth, right? They're gonna be in the same spot at the same level. They will be basically equally almost the same. So these are gonna be my boxes. I have small little boxes. I myself did a little window for them. So these used to be completely darked out lids, but I was able to create some windows for them, which it will still hold the moisture, still hold everything. Everything that I'm gonna do, it's gonna be in. It is called a propagation box. Sorry, it took me a while to think about that. So everything that I'm gonna do is a propagation box. The reason why I have three different boxes, right? This is the coco coir, nothing but coco coir. There are some honorable mentions in here. I have a pink splash growing already, but they are not really part of the experiment. The plants that are gonna be part of the experiment, I am gonna pan over in a little bit to where I have them, which is at the the other house, and I'll show you guys in a bit. Let me finish with this. And the second box right here, it's gonna be coco coir with peat moss mixed together. A little more coco coir than peat moss on this one though. And the last but not least box is nothing but peat moss, right? This is your typical grow box medium that a lot of people use. I've seen them use it like this, put it on the bottom, and then just put their cuttings. I've seen people use little cups. I've seen people use already the full pot and everything. So I went by the method of just putting it at the bottom, and then I'm gonna put the plant and the nodes just on top and see how they do, right? And well, I still haven't figured out how often I'm gonna do update videos on this, but I do want to make this a small little mini video series. I was gonna do a full continuous video, but that was gonna be a super long video, I'm pretty sure. But this might be the longest video of the video series. I still don't know, depending on the growth of the plants, is how often I'm gonna update you guys. But I do want to update you guys continuously whenever there's growth. I might do all the way to 2 months, probably, the video series. But it depends. It all depends on how the plants grow, right? So I have the grow lights set up on I think it's a 12 or 14 hour cycle. So they are a little bit automatic. And these are my other prop boxes that I have other things I'll show you guys in a different video. But yeah, let's pan over to the other house, because over there are the two plants that I am gonna be trying to experiment with, and they are gonna be two different plants, just so I could have an equal kind of playing field, right? Let's go over. Okay, so we are here now at my people's house. Basically where I'm doing everything that has to do with putting the plants outside. Unfortunately, I was not able to record in the other side where I have my Monstera arasani. It was the thin leaf one, because the other one is the big leaf, doesn't have much leaf, but I went ahead and bought some thin leaf arasanis. But unfortunately, also, if you guys hear that in the background, it's about a storm. So I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. My neighbor, so the reason why I'm not recording over there, my neighbor in the back, he's listening to some music. Obviously, can't put copyright music on. You can't put copyright music on any video, right? So this is what I got. Monstera arasani, the thin leaf one, and I'm also gonna be cutting some of this syngonium over here. For right now, I'm gonna put them in a cup with water, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take them. What I thought about, I'm gonna do 5 cuttings per box that I'm gonna be putting up there. So in total, it's gonna be about 15, plus the other syngoniums, which don't really count, but I'll talk about them since they're in the prop box already, right? The pink splash. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut this, and after this I'm gonna pan over there to the apartment, and I'm gonna show you guys how I cut it, how I put it in the container and everything like that. All right, I just want to show you guys what I was getting, but unfortunately I couldn't show you over there. My neighbor's listening to copyright music. Let's go over to the apartment. Alright guys, so here we are back again in my apartment. I am actually outside. those are my outside plants that I have. I think I got a lot more since I did my other video. Whatever. So everything's here in my water tray. This tray is the one that I use to put my plants and I water them because we have to recycle water. It is rainy again. Remember, yes, it's the next day, literally, because I couldn't do the whole video yesterday. So it's still raining. But what we are gonna do today is that we are gonna cut every node. I'm gonna put it in the little tray to callus for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'll bring you guys back and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna put them in the containers, in the boxes, and then we'll go from there. Right, every probably 2 weeks, every 3, probably 4 weeks, I don't know, depending on how it's going. I'll give you guys video updates on everything. Okay, so all I'm gonna do, I still don't know if I'm gonna leave this big leaves, but I think I am gonna leave the big leaves. I'm also gonna leave a couple nodes without leaves to see how they do, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut them. Basically, what I am gonna do, I'm gonna cut about here for every node, so every little node is gonna get cut like that. Another node's right there, another node is right there. So basically, a node is wherever you see the root coming out. And if you guys could hear that, those are the chickens across the street from my neighbor. So in between every little leaf, there should be a node. That's where I'm gonna be cutting, and we need totally 15 of them. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut them, and then I'll bring you back after an hour. And car passing by. I'll bring you back after an hour, and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna put them in the box. All right, I'll see you guys in an hour. All right, guys, so here we are again. I propped you guys up to the point where I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be able to see. Now I am gonna start with the sphagnum moss, just because that is the one that was closest to me. The thing is that I'm gonna do a couple with leaves and a couple without leaves, just because I noticed that these boxes, actually take that back, I'm gonna leave all the leaves here, right? I'm just gonna the thing is, I've never done this. I'm just gonna prop them up like this, but I think I'm gonna do less just because the leaves are so big, the containers are so small. So I think I'm only gonna do 3, even though probably, ooh, this one's a bad one. I like the one with the root because they can grow a little faster if they do have roots. So you can try to bury the root in the moss. That's 2 right there, and this is a smaller one, so maybe I could put 4. See how many I could fit. It doesn't matter if they overlap, they'll get enough light. Let's do a top cutting for this one, right? So 1 more right here. I've seen people usually cut them off, the leaves, but I'm not gonna cut them off. All right, so our second one, well, our syngonium now, but again, like I said, these leaves are so huge, I don't know how to prop them. I don't want to cut them either, so let's try to get the ones with the smaller leaves, just so we could fit everything nice and snug right there, right? All right, another small leaf. And so you're trying to put the node upwards. So the plant is like this, right? You want to put the plant this way because it's gonna grow out of here this way. And so if you do it like this, it might grow there, but there is a higher chance that it might not grow, or it probably rots away. We don't want that, right? So we're gonna put it there, and I have space for another one just because of how that leaf is shaped. And so it's facing up, and we're gonna put it right here. And then I think I have space for one more. Actually, I'm not. I have space for one more, but I'll do it off camera just because I want to grab some good ones for the other boxes. All right, let's go get the other box. All right, guys, so our second box is gonna be the one with the full cocoa core. So again, let's try to grab something that it's not gonna take up too much space. And then let's try to, alright, we could put this one like this with the roots going down. And with cocoa core, it's very malleable, so you could actually grab some and put it over the roots. Unlike the sphagnum moss, you can't really do that much. So I'm gonna put another one here just because it fits, and the leaf is not gonna. It's 1 second. The leaf, well, we'll let the leaf fall like that. 2, 3, 3 here. Whoops. And oh well, I'll grab this syngonium one, top cutting, and put it right here. And then I'm gonna grab this last one and put it right here. Okay, and like I said, since it has roots, I'm gonna put it there. Alright, syngonium time. Syngonium's gonna go right there. This other one's gonna go. Hi, roosters. Yes, I know you're here. Alright, right there. And we're gonna do a top cutting here. Well, another top cutting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that is 4. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, guys, last but not least, and I think it's the one that's most moist, which I'm a little afraid because I think it might have too much water. But it's okay. First one, it's gonna go right there. We're gonna try to do this a little faster. Second one, right there. Third one, top cutting, right there. And then we do have a wet stick. We're just gonna place it right there. We have 2 of them, so we're gonna place that one right there, right? All right. Some syngonium right there. Another syngonium right there. And then one right here. My bad if I was covering with the leaf. I wasn't paying attention. And then a little one here. Alright, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so at the end of the day, I did end up cutting a few leaves just because I didn't want to leave them out there. So we have a few wet sticks, just like that, no leaf. I did a little experiment before this when I was starting to learn how to propagate. I put a few sticks. I put a few sticks with leaves, a few nodes with leaves, and they worked fine. So I don't see why it wouldn't work this time around, right? So I divided the wet sticks around, and so this is the end result right here. So moss, cocoa core, and then the very last one. The very last one is the mixed one, right? This one is the one that I'm a little scared of, so I'm gonna actually leave it open for probably half a day, just because it feels super heavy and super wet, right? So I'm gonna leave it open. It's a little wet, but guys, again, thank you for coming along with this experiment. I hope you guys enjoy this experiment that I'm gonna be doing. I hope you guys learn something from it, and then at the end of this experiment, hopefully we all learn something. This is basically for cost efficiency, effectiveness, whatever it is. But you know, I'm always trying to save money. I'm always trying to save a penny. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember, propagate responsibly. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.